showering me with gifts. Good thinking.
Welcome back, everybody, to Summer Game Fest. This is Paul Gale from PaulGaleNetwork.com, and we are going into the second hour now. We just got to see Neon White coming to Nintendo Switch and PC via Steam. It's been a good show so far.
We've shown you lots of games today made by huge teams. Now it's time for a game made by a single father in Poland. Over the past year, he's brought on some help to bring his vision for a fast-paced action game, Midnight Fight Express, to life. Let's take a look.
Cool, let's go. A one-person team.
Get knocked down, get up again, that whole spiel.
Pretty
It's
impressive.
time, partner. Time to rise up. Together.
Now, did he do the voice acting, the art, everything? Because then you have to have multiple talents.
It's happening. The big guy's actually going through with it. While I sat at his side, seeing lives as dollar signs, had the stink of corruption all over me. And you know who put it there? Nah, not him. Me. Well, I ain't wearing it anymore. And neither are you. Tonight, we wash this whole damn city down.
Midnight Fight Express. Coming August 23rd to pretty much everything, it looks like. Okay.
Such a cool game, and I'm happy to announce that a PC demo of this game is going live right now on Steam and will be part of the Steam Next Fest next week. I really want more playable games to get in the hands of you guys at home, and that's one of them. Check it out. All right, joining me now is Megan from Digital Extremes to talk all things Warframe. Megan, how you doing?
I'm so good. My fellow Canadian.
I know. We got we just happen to always have these Canadian teams on the show. I don't know how that works out, right?
Okay.
We do. Well, we have a great connection. We've also done a lot with Warframe over the years, and I know right now anyone watching on Twitch for more than 30 minutes, this show is going to get a special Twitch drop, right?
That's right. I already have seen people getting it, so
Yes.
it's very exciting. She's right there, loud and proud. Protea, 30 minutes for watching. Thank you for letting us kind of take over your special events category.
For me,
but
so
she's
far,
there, and she's
the
for you
highlight
if you are
was
properly linked up.
definitely
No,
Street Fighter
Warframe,
6.
You know, as I said, we've done a lot over the years. You guys have done incredible things with the game, and I know you have TennoCon coming up in July, which is your big kind of event
Gale
of the
drop.
year to reveal what's next.
Awesome.
What can you tell us?
Well, I can't tell too much, but yeah, July 16th.
The Warframe's been
2022,
solid.
It's a digital event
It's been
again
going
this
strong
year.
for quite a while
Today,
now.
actually, we just launched the digital items for it.
So it's
you
pretty
get
cool
some
to see
in-game
more
goodies,
content
some really
being
cool
added.
cosmetics, some merch, all that really great stuff went live today. But of course, the reason I'm here is to, kind of debut. We have our Tenno Live during TennoCon, which is our big reveal of the night, and we usually do a little
New
bit of a
Cuphead footage
gameplay, a
looked
little bit of
good
a
as
demo,
well.
and I think a lot of people can suspect what it might be, but I'm here to kind of confirm what it is that Tunnel Live is going to show.
And what is that?
Can I say it?
Yes, I think you can.
Okay, you're going to get your first look at the Deviri Paradox.
Finally.
Finally, I know it's been a couple of years, but Deviri Paradox is
Now,
going to be
earlier
what
this
Tunnel
morning
Live
we
is
saw
all
The
about,
Last of
and
Us
I'm so
remake.
happy. The team worked really
That
hard
trailer.
on the teaser you're about to see for it, and I'm just really proud and excited to show it.
Awesome. Well,
Oh,
thanks so
nice.
much for being here on Summer Game Fest. Let's take a look at that right now.
All right, here we go.
My child, my friend, what was done is done. New dangers, new choices await us now. For now, dream of who we were and of who we have become.
The Deviri Paradox. Well, if you're watching on Twitch, and if you like the game enough, you get to have some free perks here and there. That's pretty cool.
Next, it's time for a new look at Honkai Star Rail, an upcoming open-world space RPG. Yeah, a lot of space today, from Genshin Impact studio Hoyoverse across mobile and PC. This studio continues to deliver, and this new trailer reveals for the very first time a new and exotic realm players will be able to explore.
I do miss overall E3 a lot. That's my favorite time of the year. That's my favorite event to go to. I've been to 20 of them in person from 2000 to 2019. I was invited to 2020's, got canceled. I participated in 2021's digital event. I was officially a part of that. But yeah, this year's getting canceled, and finally coming back in 2023 means it will be 4 years between my last E3 and, you know, that next one of going in person, just because of the pandemic and such. But I will say, this is a good event. It's a good way how to give a lot of developers a platform with a recognizable name from a recognizable person in Jeff Keighley to launch their games. And if you want to have your own, you know, solo presentation video and not necessarily be affiliated with it officially, you can, but it's still going on during, you know, a similar time frame, so everything kind of blends well and rubs off on each other, gains more visibility, hopefully without being, you know, overshadowed. But if you are interested in actually participating and being a part of Summer Game Fest, yeah, you have a good platform. What did you miss? First of all, welcome the Cringe Prophet. They showed off Cuphead, which was pretty nice. Some Warframe updates, cool.
That's not all.
Street Fighter 6 is how we started off the event with a brand new trailer, gameplay footage with Gale. Gale was, you know, a part of that reveal where we've got to see 22 different characters, art and portraits. So we knew that he was going to be in the game already, but you know, now we got an official high resolution look at him moving around, his new outfit, his goatee. Like, oh, that was cool. To kick off with Street Fighter, that was awesome for me. So yeah, Jeff could definitely continue growing this. He'll have Video Game Awards in December, and Summer Game Fest in June, and each one will continue to get bigger and bigger, gain, you know, more fans, hopefully continue to improve with feedback along the way and such. And then maybe Jeff will be hosting, you know, in-person Game Awards. Well, I should say in-person Summer Game Fest. There is a Summer Game Fest event going down later today and tomorrow to play some games, but it's kind of like a smaller attempt at what could become something bigger and for more outlets for public, etc. But we'll see. The Game Awards obviously have already gone through their stage of being in-person to online, distributed via stream only, back to in-person again. So here we go.
Favorite reveals last year was TMNT Shredder's Revenge.
Let's go, Ninja Turtles.
Arcade games back in the day. Well, it's nearing the end of development, and the team wanted to use SGF as a way to reveal one exciting aspect of the game they've been keeping under wraps until now.
Is that exciting aspect the release date? Cowabunga for life. Casey Jones? Yeah, Casey Jones. I knew it. I thought so. I was hopeful. Right on. Oh, I dig it. I pre-ordered the special edition of the Cowabunga collection, and I'm definitely getting this as well. Oh, this is so cool. Ninja Turtles have stood the test of time. You know, so many years worth of different people growing up with them and becoming fans that you could be almost any age and enjoy this. 6-player mode, local and online. Wow. Dang. That's pretty sweet. So we know of 7 playable characters so far. The 4 Turtles, Splinter, Casey Jones, and April O'Neil. I wonder if it'll be like unique team-up moves. No release date? Oh, I can't wait. Donatello with the Game Boy. Available! Drum roll, please. June 16th! Wow, that's in 7 days! Oh man, I can't wait to take on Donnie, Michelangelo, Leonardo, and Raphael. My friends since childhood. That is awesome. Bring on Ninja Turtles. Finally. Cool. That was good. That was good. Cool. What did you think of that TMNT drop? And what console are you going to get it for? If anything. I mean, if you're a Turtles fan, hopefully you're picking that one up. I'll be checking it out on Nintendo Switch. The performance and, you know, visual quality should be comparable between, you know, Nintendo Switch and a PlayStation 5 version or Nintendo Switch and Xbox Series X version. So I'll get it on Nintendo and have it available to play on TV and on the go. That's the case for a lot of games. There are some titles that definitely look considerably better or different on other platforms, like Mortal Kombat 11. That was an example. You know,
Humankind allows you to shape your
2
civilization
different
by
models.
combining a
But like Dragon Ball
multitude of
FighterZ,
historical civilizations from the ancient
same
to
game.
the modern era. One Piece is celebrating its 25th anniversary this year, and
Yeah,
Bandai
it depends.
Namco is bringing the mega
Depends what you
popular
want out of the game,
franchise back to video
out of the
games
experience.
with One
This should be
Piece
good.
Odyssey.
New One Piece
Monkey D.
Odyssey game.
Luffy and his crew of pirates are off on their next adventure. This trailer reveals the setting, a mysterious island where Luffy and his Straw Hat crew become marooned in this exciting upcoming JRPG.
All right, let's go One Piece.
The Straw Hat Pirates journeying along the Grand Line.
見ろよ、あの島。でけえ塔がいっぱい立ってる。空に伸びてるあの光はなんだ。よし、面白そうだ。行ってみよう。ちょっと待ってるし。変な形の積乱雲がすごい速度で増えてる。こいつはノックアップストリームだ。なんだありゃ。おい、落ちるぞ。任せろ。クードバースト。立て直すわよ。
Definitely nice when we have a combination of gameplay and CG to go off of. If you only get one, I suppose it's more important to get gameplay, but you know, a CG only trailer is still fine, as the game's gonna have its own cutscenes and stuff like that, so might as well get hyped in a cinematic way. But ideally you get a little bit of both, you know?
Unravel the adventure that awaits.
Cool.
In an odyssey beyond imagination. One Piece Odyssey.
Not coming to Nintendo Switch.
This August,
That's a
Soul
little bit
Hackers
of a
2
miss.
from Atlas launches,
Unless
and
if it
we've got your
pops
first
up
listen
at
to the English
Nintendo
voice
Direct.
cast
You
in
know,
this quick
Nintendo
vlog.
does that sometimes. But probably it's just going to skip the platform. We'll see though.
Ringo. Ringo. Take my hand. You get one more chance to make things right. So that's our mission then. Save the world.
With so many new games featured across SGF events, you might be wondering how to plan for your summer gaming dreams. NerdWallet can help you find the smartest credit card to reward your gaming purchases at nerdwallet.com.
The Epic Mega Sale is going on right now. Save up to 75% off top PC titles with an additional 25% off eligible products. And it wouldn't be the Mega Sale without the free games vault, featuring Maneater. Be sure to claim your copy before the sale ends on June 16th. Tune into the Epic Games Store Twitch channel for our summer showcase on June 10th at 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific. We're taking a look at new announcements and updates from PC titles heading to the store this year and beyond.
You nuts?
Favorite controller and a good internet connection. Capcom, alright. What you got for us? I love Capcom. A new collection, more games being added to the arcade. Okay. Nice.
You're gonna get hit with the unexpected
Mario Strikers
in
Battle
Mario
League.
Strikers Battle League. In this no-holds-barred, soccer-ish sport, chaos reigns supreme. So prepare to do whatever it takes to
Game's
claim
pretty
victory.
complex.
So much
It's got some
fun,
good depth
it
to it.
hurts. Mario Strikers Battle League, only on Nintendo Switch. Game rated everyone 10 and up.
The demo was fun. Little challenging though.
Hi, My name is Carl, and I'm a developer on Metal Hellsinger. You know how in
Comes
some
out
games
tomorrow,
when
should be
music's really
cool.
good, you feel
Should do
compelled
well.
to move and shoot to the beat? But what if you had to? In Metal, the better you are at slaying to the beat, the more intense everything gets. And we have vocal performances from legendary artists like Serge Tankian from System of a Down, so while headbanging isn't mandatory, we do recommend it. Our demo is live now on Steam, Xbox and PlayStation platforms, so go check it out and slay to the beat.
Fast, good action. Should have a strong soundtrack. Cool. I might check out the demo.
That one was Metal Hellsinger, coming later this year from Funcom, a rhythm shooter with metal music. And right now, as they mentioned, a demo has launched on PC, Xbox, and PlayStation for you to play for free. Next up, a new game launches tomorrow, The Quarry from Supermassive Games. This spiritual successor to Until Dawn stars David Arquette and an all-star cast. It's getting great reviews, and this is one of those binge-worthy teen horror entertainment experiences where your every choice shapes your story and determines who lives and who dies at a camp in upstate New York. Here's the first look at the launch trailer.
Family is the most important thing in the world. But if your whole family, you know, like every last one of them decided to jump down the bottom of a well and they're all just hanging on the end of a rope, how can one person be expected to pull them all back out? You can't. So you pull on that rope and you're just gonna fall right down to the bottom of the well with the rest of them. And what's the point of that?
What? There is a lot more to this than you realize.
Like what?
Kidnapping, murder, cover-ups. I think the whole Hackett family is in on it.
You have no idea what's going on here. Not a goddamn clue. All right, let's do this.
Who should I call?
911.
You mean 911? Who says 911?
Goodbye, cruel world.
We gotta get out. I'm gonna enjoy watching you die.
This isn't a ghost story. It's a creature feature. It's really happening, and you're all in it.
This is gonna get a little messy.
Them's the rules, you noob.
Back at the Game Awards, we were proud to reveal Nightingale, a shared world survival crafting game from Inflection Games up in Canada. Now it's time to give you a brand new look and deeper look at the game, including its innovative realm card system that lets you impact things like the weather pattern, resources, and challenges in its procedural realms. Here is your exclusive new look.
You're alone in the realms, I'm afraid. The portals are a mess. Not even sure if Nightingale made it. Given how fragile you humans are, I'd say that staying fed, dry, and rested should be your priority. If the portal arch is inactive, you'll need to make realm cards from rare resources. Once you have realm cards, you can activate the portal. Beware though. Foul things lurk in the interrealmic void, waiting to get in. Be ready with your axe pick.
Some pretty twisted design in there.
Shadows have offended. Think but this, and all is mended.
Nightingale. All right.
The Saints are marching in on August 23rd with the reboot of Saints Row that we revealed last year at Gamescom. And today, we're happy to announce the launch of the Boss Factory demo across PC and console, which lets you design and set up your character. And since it's Saints Row, you guys are going to have a lot of fun with this one. Check it out.
Guys?
You gotta do something to capture people's attention. So what do we build next?
Me.
We are so good at this.
Looks like Cyberpunk 2077 and its character creator has some competition.
Seriously, this is perfect. Dinner and a show, baby.
Next, we've got an exclusive first look at extended gameplay of Warhammer 40k Darktide, Fat Shark's follow-up to the critically acclaimed Vermintide series. Darktide promises intense 4-player co-op action and terrifying enemy hordes to team up against. And it's out on September 13th for PC, on Steam, and exclusively on console on Xbox.
Manufacturer HL 1736 is heading towards a power systems failure thanks to a bit of heretic sabotage. So you're going to restore the coolant and hopefully save the day. Get in, access the operations array, and use the cryonic rods to flush the system. Preferably before something explodes. Head on through the ventilation tunnels and look for an access point.
This way! Move it!
Pretty frantic. Cool.
That's the first part done. Get to the base of the Matrix bar and put those cryonic rods to work. What are you waiting for? Get it in place. Now! You finished here? Look for a way out.
Warhammer 40,000 Dark Tide. Pre-order now, September 13th. That looks pretty strong, pretty solid.
Bloober Team is known for psychological horror games like Blair Witch and The Medium. Today, they are ready to reveal their latest creation made completely in Unreal Engine 5 for a visceral horror experience. It's a return to the world of Layers of Fears. Get a dose of this.
Someone once said insanity runs in our family. Let it run. They say it's a tale of sadness and guilt of an artist trapped in a place beyond redemption. It's a lie. This is a story of my fear, pain, and hatred, of the horror of my loneliness, and it is mine to tell.
Now I see it. All this misery, all this suffering. There was no other way.
Shouldn't have. You really shouldn't have.
I'm sure Unreal Engine 5 is going to be used quite a bit this generation. We've already seen some really impressive stuff from, you know, individual users transforming The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time, for instance, from its Nintendo 64 roots into like fully realized, big, expanded, you know, world and take with a lot of fidelity and depth with Unreal Engine 5. So it's going to be pretty powerful, pretty well used. It's cool.
This October, Gotham Knights
Alright, Gotham
arrives.
Knights.
Batman is dead, and it's up to the Batman family, Batgirl, Nightwing, Red Hood, and Robin to protect Gotham. To give us an exclusive new look, let's head to Montreal to hear from executive producer Fleur Marty.
I'm looking forward to this. Should be cool.
Hello and warm welcome from WB Games Montreal. I'm Fleur Marty. I'm the executive producer on Gotham Knights. Today, we are thrilled to share more with you on one of our beloved knights, Nightwing. This showcase is the first in our character series, and we're really looking forward to share more with you as we continue working towards our launch on October 25th. So I hope you enjoy the show and stay tuned.
All right.
I had nothing. And then this city became my home. Its people became my family. Gotham gave me everything. It deserves to feel safe.
We saw the glider before, but still pretty cool.
There's always more to do. And now, it's up to me
game looks pretty good. How will it stack up against?
That was Gotham Knights,
You know,
and now we welcome. Oh, look who it is! Neil Druckmann
Arkham
from
Asylum,
Naughty Dog,
Arkham City, Arkham
co-president
Knights,
of Naughty Dog.
Arkham
Great
Origins.
to have you with us, Neil. It's been an eventful day on the internet
Hopefully
for
pretty
Naughty
high.
Dog fans, and
I think we jinxed ourselves. We were joking about last night, like, watch the assets leak, and lo and behold.
well, the good news is there's some stuff that hasn't leaked that we have lots to share with people about all things at Naughty Dog. But first of all, it is it's a big month actually for Last of Us fans because Last of Us 1 and 2 both launched in June, and it's nearing its 2-year anniversary for Last of Us Part 2, which is hard to believe.
Yeah, it's crazy. 9 years for Last of Us 1, 2 years for Last of Us Part 2, and we still hear from fans. They're still sending us letters and art, and these characters and this journey and this world mean so much to them. And it's just been kind of amazing. Like Last of Us Part 2 early this year passed a pretty big milestone and sold over 10 million units. And that kind of support, that kind of success, we're so grateful to our fans. It has allowed us to grow as a studio, and now we can take on multiple projects, more than we've ever had at the same time.
Multiple projects, okay, very interesting. So what can Last of Us fans expect in the future from it?
Thank you for asking, Jeff. So one of the things we mentioned a while back is what started out as a multiplayer mode has evolved due to the team's ambition. They really wanted to do something beyond what we've ever done before at Naughty Dog. And we felt the way to do it justice is to make it a standalone title. And they've been working on it for the past 2 years. Ambition has grown, and we're not quite ready to fully unveil it, but we're ready to lift the curtain a little bit and just give you like an update of where we're at.
Okay, well, what can you tell us about this new standalone multiplayer game?
Yeah, so we have a concept art that we want to show. But what I can tell you is that this game is big.
Okay.
It's as big as any of our single-player games that we've done, and in some ways bigger. It's got a story. The way we're telling that story is very unique to this game. It's got a brand new cast of characters. It takes place at another place, another part of the United States.
It's like a city might be somewhat familiar, some people.
I'm sure our fans have already figured it out. And it's really cool. And it's being headed by Vinith Agarwal, Anthony Newman, and Joe Padnatti, all veterans of Uncharted and Last of Us. And you're going to see a lot more of this game come next year.
Next year, so wait till next year to hear more about that one. Okay, well, very exciting that this has evolved, and I mean, that concept art looks incredible. I can't wait to see Naughty Dog's storytelling fused with multiplayer live game.
It's something special. We can't wait to show it to people.
Okay, well, that's not all. We also have something that I've been reading about on the internet every day. It feels like up in Calgary, they're filming the Last of Us show for HBO, right?
Yeah, so for the past year, we've teamed up with Craig Mazin of Chernobyl fame and HBO to adapt The Last of Us into a TV show. They've been filming, and it's pretty incredible. The stuff I'm getting back, when we're looking at back at Naughty Dog, we can't help but feel emotional because not only is it so good and the quality's so high, it's so authentic to what we've made in the game. I just can't. I couldn't be proud of, like, again, Craig and that whole crew and everybody that's up there. And their last day of filming is tomorrow. So
The entire series, last day of filming is tomorrow.
Last day of filming is tomorrow. Craig is up there right now, kind of wrapping it all up.
Good to know that it's wrapping
pretty
up.
Close. It's closer than you might think.
And you actually got to direct one of the episodes?
Yes, I think that really speaks to the kind of collaboration and trust that exists between Naughty Dog and HBO. They invited me to direct one of the episodes. I think we have an image from the episode I actually directed.
Okay, good first look. Let's take.
So you can see this is a certain museum that players might know from the game. And I really have to talk about Pedro Pascal and Bella Ramsey, and not only directing them but seeing them do all the other episodes. They've thrown themselves at these roles for a whole year. Watching the nuance that they bring to these characters, their relationship on and off camera, I couldn't help but think about Troy Baker and Ashley Johnson. It felt so similar to the chemistry those two actors had when we made the game. And it really feels like this is going to be something special. And I will say this will be the most authentic video game adaptation yet.
Well, I mean, that first image that they put out, it feels like the video game. Everything that I've seen, both public and other stuff, makes it feel sort of super legitimate, you said, and that's awesome to see Joel and Ellie from the front side now for the first time. So we'll see more of that next year. That's coming as well, right? Serious?
You'll hear about it very soon. That's
okay.
all I'll say right now.
All right. Well, Last of Us HBO, very, very exciting. And I hear you actually have a couple actors from the show who are going to join us
We
here.
happen to have a couple actors here that are part of the show. We should bring them up.
Okay, come on up.
Oh, what's up, guys?
Oh, hello.
Surprise.
Troy's back again. Hello,
I know.
Ashley.
Oh,
Good to see
hi.
you.
Good to see you.
I'm a little confused, though. I thought maybe Pedro Bella, but Troy Asher out here from the game, right?
So when Craig and I started working on the show, almost one of our very first meetings, we said Troy and Ashley have to be a part of it. And we're such fans of like the talent and the like helping us create Joel and Ellie. We felt like it was so important that they become part of the show, and it has to be more than just like kind of like a wink to the camera and like a cameo.
Okay.
These are real roles that we're keeping on the wraps for now. But man, I'm bummed that I couldn't be there with you guys when you filmed this stuff.
There's been so much
It's
stuff I
so,
feel like
so good.
on the internet. There's so much like talk about what's being filmed, and I think that's you guys have kept a complete secret that you were up there and you filmed your roles by now, obviously.
Keeping secrets with this franchise is kind of old hat. Like we've had
Except for today.
Yeah.
Except for today.
Except for the date. It was one of the hardest things for us to do is to not let people know that, because we're so proud of it and the work that we did. We worked hard. The crew. I have to say, when I walked out on set, to be met with literally every person that I met on that crew is such a fan of this game, and they all knew what it was that they were working on and committed to working on this project because of their fan and their love for the game. It was one of the greatest. It was like I was coming home.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I the attention to detail, the crew was amazing. Bella and Pedro are they're so perfect, and we've been trying to sort of describe that feeling of sort of seeing them in person. It's like the characters coming to life, but it's so much more than that. I feel like I can't fully explain it, but I am so excited to be a part of it, and just I can't wait to see it. I think it is going to be so good. It's I love the story. I love just being a part of it.
I'm so excited about the series and the fact that you guys are going to be in it and undisclosed roles. I'm so fascinated how it's going to sort of bob and weave and are these characters we know from the game that they're playing? New characters? Can you tell us anything?
Yes.
I can tell you.
So sneaky. All right. Well, we're so excited.
Maybe it's already on Twitter by now.
Hey. All right. Well, let's talk about what was on Twitter earlier today. Lots of talk about the idea, or really what's happening is it looks like you guys are remaking the original game, and this is like a ground-up remake. Is that right?
That's right. We wanted to give people the definitive version of the first game that wasn't encumbered by any technology. Wanted to find a way to get even closer to our original vision. We're able to do it on the PS5 and PC. And instead of talking about it, let's look at it.
All right, let's take a look at The Last of Us Part 1.
The Last of Us is a really good game that, some might say didn't need a remake, but
I've been on quite the adventure, little brother.
I guess strike while the iron is hot.
I reckon it's got something to do with that girl.
He's got everything to do with that little girl.
This September 2nd.
I've never been this close. Is the outside?
Well, is that everything you hoped for?
Can't be any worse out there. Can it?
Once upon a time, I had somebody that I cared about. And in this world, that's good for one thing. Getting you killed.
I can take care of myself.
How many close calls have we had?
I get in trouble down there. You make every shot count.
I got this.
This will be a good one to see. Side-by-side footage from PlayStation 3 to the enhanced port on PS4 to the full-on remake on PlayStation 5.
Truly one of my favorite games of the past decade.
Technology
Guys,
has
what's your reaction
come along,
to that?
Yeah, we haven't seen that yet.
Yeah, you're watching it in real time.
Yeah.
because you did these performances you did a decade ago.
Yeah.
You didn't go back in. I mean, you used the original performances.
Yeah, actually, we came up with a process where we could take the original animation that we did for the faces and kind of like retarget it on these new rigs that have a lot more fidelity.
There we
and then
go.
the animators went back and
We're seeing
studied.
side by sides here, just how much it has changed. That you went and you redid the models, rebuilt everything.
Everything was rebuilt from the
Wow.
ground up. Same art director, re-art directed the whole thing from the ground up. But the great thing about these faces is that they're closer to the original performance. All the animators went and studied those videos and got it closer to what you did on set than we could have achieved before. And that's just like one of the things. We can talk about like this brand new AI, like all the combat is redone. Just the fidelity of everything, 60 frames per second, all the stuff you're getting on the PS5. Again, we wanted to give, knowing because of the show, because they're all new players for PS5 and PC.
Yeah.
We wanted them to have the definitive version of The Last of Us.
Now you guys get to replay. I mean, when was the last time you guys played the game?
I actually played it again just to refresh my memory before working on the show.
I was just a glutton for punishment, and I went straight from playing
never
part
played
one straight into part two. And so the last time that I played literally would have been 2 years ago, since we're celebrating the anniversary of part two coming out. So I mean, it looks like I'm definitely going to be up for another playthrough of this.
I can't wait to go back because you guys did such an amazing job on that original game. And
It's really when you play it, when you see it in motion, it's really night and day from what it used to be.
I imagine that think of the Last of Us 2 combat, but kind of that back in the Last of Us 1.
Well, it's the whole all the new animation system, the new AI system, everything we've learned on like Uncharted 4, Last of Us 2, we apply to this again to give that definitive version. Just to give a quick shout out, this project is headed up by Matthew Gallant and Shauna Sky, and you'll hear a lot more about it and see a lot more about it over the coming weeks leading up to the release September 2nd on PS5.
All right.
And shortly thereafter on PC.
We will look forward to that. Neil, you've talked a lot about games directed by other people. What are you directing? You still making games?
Still making games.
Okay.
I haven't given up my day job. It's a little early to talk about it. Maybe if someone in PlayStation wants to leak it, then we can talk about it now. Otherwise, we'll save it.
But you do have a new project.
Do have a new project, but we'll save it for another Summer Game Fest.
Okay. Okay, well, we'll see. We'll try and save it. All right. Troy, Ashley, Neil, thank you so much for dropping by Summer Game Fest, and I am so excited that The Last of Us is returning, as you said, in September. So thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Jeff.
Awesome. All right, well, that is going to do it. Thanks to Naughty Dog and PlayStation for that very special look at The Last of Us and the entire franchise and where things are going. Very, very excited about that. All right, Summer Game Fest continues over the next few days. Coming up right now on this very stream is Day of the Devs with I Am 8-Bit and Double Fine, including an exclusive new look at the Planet Atlanta. And then the Devolver Digital Showcase. Tomorrow, we've got Netflix Geeked Week, which I'll be co-hosting, and the Tribeca Games Showcase streaming, along with the Epic Games Store Showcase. And then finally, Sunday, it's the Xbox Bethesda Game
That
Showcase.
should be a good
You can
one.
Stream them all at summergamefest.com.
Xbox and Bethesda Showcase. I'm looking forward to that.
Live in Cologne,
And then if
Germany
we have
for
Nintendo
Gamescom Opening
Switch,
Night Live on August 23rd.
well, I should
And
say
then the
if we
Game
have the
Awards will
Nintendo
return in
Direct
December,
next week
live
on that
from Microsoft
rumored
Theater
June
in Los
15th.
Angeles. And finally, I'm excited
Pretty
to share
excited for
that
that one
Summer
as well.
Game Fest will return in June 2023 as a digital and in-person event to bring the gaming community together. Thanks for being a part of Summer Game
Wow,
Fest.
there you go.
And remember, there are more events than
I was
announcements
talking
to
about it
come.
earlier
See you
that
soon.
I could see this getting bigger and bigger and more successful as the years go by, and they are experimenting in a small capacity with some in-person events happening, later today, tomorrow in Los Angeles.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
But next year, looks like it's gonna go
Happy
pretty big.
birthday, Day of the Devs. Day of the Devs. What? You don't know what Day of the Devs is? Day of the Devs is the greatest and definitely the oldest independent games festival that exists. It was started over 10 years ago by Double Fine Productions and I Am 8-Bit to celebrate the best independent games out there and bring them to you, the fans. We want to bring developers and players together to get together and play games and have a great time. It used to be a physical event only in San Francisco, but now it has gone digital so the whole world can enjoy it. And we're really excited this year to be part of Summer Game Fest. So sit back, relax, put on your party hats.
This thing? I'm supposed to put this on?
That's right, everybody, put on your party hats. Everybody.
everybody. That's right. That looks good. Now we're cooking. Put on your party hat and enjoy Day of the Devs.
That's cool.
We got a new one today. This is from a good friend Michael Frey and Rafael Munoz. Previously, Michael made a game called Kids with Playables that we published at Double Fine
Good
Presents.
seeing Tim
And this is
Schafer
his
up
new
there.
one. It's about the limited time we have on Earth told through the life of a fly. This is called Time Flies.
Hello, everyone. My name is Michael. You might know my work from a game called Plug and Play. I co-founded a company called Playables where we made a game called Kids. But today we're going to talk about this guy in my upcoming project that is a collaboration with Rafael Munoz, who is the principal programmer on the game. The project we're collaborating on is called Time Flies.
Don't touch it. Oh, there you go.
Time Flies is about our limited time in this world. In Switzerland, where I'm right now, we have a life expectancy of maybe 84 years. In the US, it's about 77 years. So you have a little bit less time to achieve the things you want in your life.
This is kind of funny. Now, a real fly would, go into a house in about half a second and spend about 5 hours trying to get out of the house.
In Time Flies, the things you can achieve are nicely prepared on a bucket list. This is a very small part of that bucket list. So these are the things you can do in the world.
Got some Untitled Goose Game-like objectives, sort of. Play some music, go on tour, okay.
The game is coming to PlayStation, Nintendo Switch, PC and Mac sometime next year. Please visit timeflies.buzz where you can sign up for the newsletter so you get updated when it's out, or you find a link to the Steam page where you can wishlist the game. Thank you.
Cool, shout out to the independent developers for coming up with creative, fun games like this. Your life is short. What can you do as a fly? Okay, so Summer Game Fest Day 1 was pretty good. We had a couple of hours, almost 2 hours
Our next
worth
game is
of
Planet of Lana, the
new
debut title
software
from
shown,
Sweden-based
some
Wishfully
updated
Studios
looks.
and published by Thunderful
Highlight for me,
Publishing.
Street Fighter
The
followed
gameplay
by
is
Teenage
reminiscent of
Mutant
dark
Ninja
side
Turtles,
scrollers like
Shredder's
Inside
Revenge,
and Little
and
Nightmares,
that surprise
but the
6-player
vibes
mode.
could not be more different. Who are these
Now we have a
enigmatic
variety
enemies?
of
What do they want with Lana's
indies
sister and her
popping
world?
up, so that's
And
pretty
what
cool.
other secrets are there to uncover in this beautiful, boundless environment?
Got an Xbox coming up.
Hello, my name is
Sunday,
Adam Stjernljus and
Nintendo
I'm the creative
potentially
director
next
at
week,
Wishfully.
Although that won't
We're a small
officially
indie
be a
game
part of
studio
Summer Game
in
Fest, but
Sweden
still,
making
gotta talk about
Planet
Nintendo.
of Lana.
Cool stuff, cool stuff. All right. Let me know what you thought of the show. Thank you for watching.
In our game, you play a young girl called Lana,
Before we go,
who is forced out on a
we'll
mission
look at
to
this
save
a
her
little
sister
longer.
that has been taken away by an invading robot army. Early on in the game, Lana meets the mystical creature Mui.
Yay!
You quickly develop a strong bond and friendship to Mui, and she proves to be both intelligent and loyal.
Hello.
Being her own personality, Mui also has things that she's afraid of. But being small and agile also has its advantages. For example, being able to reach places that you can't.
Could be a good side scroller.
She also has this special ability she can use to control some of the strange creatures of this planet. Together, you have to make it through both the harsh and beautiful environments of Novo. Past dangerous robots, through deep and cold caves, unraveling long forgotten mysteries that all lead to your destined future. Planet of Lana is really a labor of love, and we're very excited here at Wishfully to bring you what we believe is a truly unique adventure. And beyond the companion-based puzzle solving and hand-painted art style, you will experience an engaging story with twists and turns that hopefully will stay with you long after the credits have rolled. Planet of Lana is coming to Xbox and PC this year, and you can wishlist right now at Steam or sign up at our newsletter at planetoflana.com.
This next title from 2-Star Games is quite literally an on-the-rails shooter. You and your little yellow train with its mounted machine gun and exquisite collection of bobbleheads face off against a demonic clown-faced train who is hell-bent on devouring human flesh. This is Choo Choo Charles.
Hey, I'm Gavin. I'm the solo developer behind 2-Star Games, and I'm currently making Choo Choo Charles.
For a moment, and I think we're good for now, for today's event. This is a Twisted Metal meets.
It's an open world horror game where you navigate an island in an old train, upgrade it over time, and then use it to fight an evil spider train named Charles. If you pump enough lead into his face, that'll probably encourage him to run off and find something else to eat. You have one goal above all else, and that's to summon Charles to a 1v1 and fight him to the death. To do that, you'll need to explore the open world, looting abandoned areas and completing missions for the locals to gain powerful new weapons and scraps that you can use to upgrade your train's speed, armor, and damage.
It's pretty cool.
You'll need to leave the relative safety of your train and venture out on foot.
Got some Spirit tracks in there, Legend of Zelda crossover.
This is where things get really dangerous, with Charles constantly roaming around looking for his next meal, and camps of shotgun-wielding cultists looking for someone to feed to him.
So we have Michael Myers, Halloween, Legend of Zelda Spirit Tracks, Thomas the Toy Engine, twisted metal, all kind of wrapped around into one pretty unique game.
After collecting 3 heavily guarded gems from abandoned mines around the island, you'll place the gems on one of the shrines, angering Charles and drawing him to your location.
Watch out.
Best be careful out there because it might be unwise to wander too far from your train. If you do encounter Charles while you're roaming around, it doesn't matter what you do now because you have truly angered the beast and you'll either escape with your life or see it flash before your eyes.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hurry! Oh no. It's not looking so good.
If it sounds like something for you, be sure to follow and wishlist
That's a
Choo
fun
Choo
one.
Charles on Steam. I'd greatly appreciate it. It really does mean a lot.
That said coming early
We've got a special one for
2022.
you. It's very personal and near and dear to I Am 8-Bit because it's a I Am 8-Bit Presents
Early
published title.
2023?
It's called Escape Academy, and think of it like Hogwarts, but for escape rooms. It's from developer Coin Crew Games, and they hail from the arcade amusement space. They've designed escape rooms in real life. Better they talk about their game than me. Here they are.
Hey, I'm Mike.
I'm Wyatt.
And I'm Michelle, the art director.
Wait, am I supposed to say I'm the... Hey, I'm Mike.
I'm Wyatt. We're the founders.
And I'm Michelle, the art director.
Oof, okay. This is... I hate that.
All right, once more with feeling. Hey, I'm Mike.
I'm Wyatt.
And I'm Michelle.
And we're Coin Crew Games. When Coin Crew Games was founded, we were actually building real-world escape rooms and arcade machines, but when the pandemic hit, we needed to pivot. So we decided to take those learnings, building real-world escape rooms, and transpose them into a digital format, and thus Escape Academy was born.
Good luck trying to hack me without sufficient power. Probability of your expulsion.
Listen, they were able to
Escape
redirect
Academy
and
is
make
an
something.
escape room adventure game that you can play either single player or co-op.
Cool.
You play as a student at
Could be a
this
fun escape
titular,
room.
mysterious Escape Academy where
Online
you get
co-op
to master
like
the art
game.
of puzzle solving and train to become
All right,
the ultimate
now I think
escapist.
we're good.
What are you waiting for?
Hope you all had a
Full of
good time
gas is
watching.
no
Let me
place
know
to
what you
relax.
thought, and I'll see you next
We're all
time.
fans of escape
This is